but the adversaries that leadership sees within their own ranks. And that brings us to a very concerning video that's been circulating on social media, allegedly showing U.S. Air Force Senior Airman Lance Castle being extracted from his cell after refusing the COVID-19 bioweapon. Let's take a listen.
Are you choosing to be non-compliant? Are you choosing to be non-compliant? Get on the floor! Get on the floor! Get on the floor! Let's go! Get on the floor! Get on the floor! Get on the fucking floor! Stop resisting! Where's the handcuff? I need a handcuff right now. Get his arm. I got it. Here, get the handcuff to the legs. I need a handcuff. I'm going for his left arm. All right. Oh. Stop resisting!
That's almost hard to watch, Colonel Maness. Do you really think is this video real? Would fellow airmen do that?
That video appears to be real, and if you want to go to Sam Shoemaker's X account, he goes by Samasaur. He and some other folks that I rely on as vetted real military and former military personnel that are reporting on these things has direct messages exchanges between Senior Airman Goodlett and Sam Shoemaker, who runs Terminal CWO. It's a website, and it used to be an X account. I'm not sure if they're back up yet, but they're on Telegram. And those messages from the senior airman to Sam confirm what was happening there. And they actually explains that he had a blanket over his head because of the extremely bright lights, and he had a really severe migraine headache that was caused by those bright lights. And what happened was he was saying he wasn't going to take the blanket off of his head. So they chose to go ahead and do a forced extraction out of that room and that cell, really, in the jail at Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico. But this comes as part of a long process where this man has been declared a insider threat by his squadron commander for refusing to take the COVID-19 vaccine. That's what's really not only tragic about this, but despicable. Because as we know, that vaccine mandate order has been determined by 6 different courts to have been illegal the way it was implemented, and the illegality of the actions of these commanders for denying religious exemptions and other exemption requests to this vaccine have also been shown to have been unlawful in their actions. And this man was actually court-martialed on 6 or 7 charges and found totally not guilty on each one of those charges. He's been reduced in rank from staff sergeant to senior airman, declared an insider threat, was ordered, his squadron mates were ordered not to speak to him because his squadron commander was saying he'd been radicalized by some anti-government group due to his decision to refuse the COVID vaccine mandate. And that is just absolutely astounding in the United States Armed Forces today, that even those men that just did that extraction would follow those orders in order to do that on a man that's been found not guilty. And believe me, I held court-martial authority as a commander in the United States Air Force. And if I go to court-martial with somebody, I'm going to have the evidence to convict him. For somebody to go to a court-martial on 6 or 7 charges and be found not guilty, there's something wrong with those charges. And that squadron commander needs to be held accountable for misusing and abusing the criminal justice system in the United States Armed Forces. And everybody involved in that, from that process you just saw all the way up the chain of command, needs to be investigated to find out why this young American, simply because he did what we train our troops to do, refuse unlawful orders, was treated in this manner. It's despicable.
It certainly doesn't do anything to inspire confidence in the leadership at the Pentagon. Thank you so much, Colonel Rob Maness, for joining us. It's good to see you.
Thank you, Emerald. It's good to be here, and thank you for having me.
In the world that we live in, with everything the Colonel and I just spoke about, it's hard to get a good night's sleep, but you know what can help you get a better